guys, welcome to today's video. Today we've got a Konami game. Alright, what do we have going on here? Axelay. Interesting name. Alright, so we've got a R-type. I guess we only get to pick the one. Well, I guess we only have one thing to start with, huh? Good luck. Alright, what do we got? I mean, looks nice, plays well. Oof. That's kind of cool. I actually like that. I mean, even though it whooped my ass and we're dead because of it, I liked it. That's kind of cool. You can hold the button down. It's kind of cool. You have like this full range. Like we kept going and going. No, we don't need to continue. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, does it? I don't think we're going to get... Alright, so we can only do the one of each thing. It's got cool enemy design. I really like that. What the things that start forming around you is pretty awesome. Trying to see when we get to power-ups. Yeah, that's really awesome. Oh, come on, I didn't even get hit by the little bastards. The hitbox is a little off on this. It feels off. It may not be. It may just be me at the moment, but feels a little off. Really kind of an interesting game. You wouldn't expect this based by what we saw at the start. Wow. It's kind of got some asteroids going. It's got some R-type. Let's not continue to save our continues in case we actually get somewhere. It's actually pretty interesting. I'm liking it. It's not easy, that's for damn sure. It's got some cool enemy design. Oof. Ah, that is something else, though, let me tell you. It is really kind of cool. I like what they're doing there. Oh, come on. It's almost really kind of annoying. Like, it's rough. Trying to see all the... Gotcha. Okay, so the R and L actually changes our weaponry. Liking this weapon. It's almost like it's not worth attacking these things. Alright, so hitting the one button goes forward, hitting the other button goes reverse. The enemy design is good. Combat is good. Controls are good. I mean, it's a hard game. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not going to be an easy win. I like the being able to change which weapon you have just by hitting the R and L buttons. Ah. Ah. Very difficult. Like, the game throws some shit at you. We're on first level, and we're just getting smacked around like crazy. Kind of getting the hang of it. Oh, come. So it's kind of interesting. Sometimes you'll just die, but sometimes it takes out your whatever weapon you're on. So now we only have our one weapon that we can use now. Ah! It's really weird. Like, you don't know what like to expect or what's going on really until like it's too late. Like, we kind of went over it, but then we kind of went through it, and it's all over the place. It's a fun, decent little game, but it really is kind of all over the place when it comes to like all the different stuff that they have going on. Oh, come on. I didn't even... Okay, that's kind of cheese. We didn't even get to get out of the first one before the other one came over. happens if we keep going this way. If anything actually changes. No, we're still going to wind up at the same spot with the same... I ran right into that one. He went down faster, it seemed, that time than the last one. Fudger came up from behind us and knocked out our weapon. Yeah, this purple shit is really annoying. And it's very hard to deal with. I mean, it's a crazy game. It's actually fairly decent for a shooter. I think it's actually pretty decent. Enemy design is really cool. You got some really uniqueness, like the guys that surround you. Very unique. I really like it. Boss design, you know, I mean, you have to make do with what you can. Like, it's pretty basic compared to, like, we've seen it a million times before. I mean, most of the stuff is recycled, but there's not a whole lot you can do in this genre that hasn't already been done or that kind of seems similar. But they have enough variety, like the adding the asteroid-esque kind of stuff going on is actually really cool. The purple shit is really annoying, and I don't really like that that's incorporated in there, especially because it's extremely hard to get rid of. With everything else going on, you wind up just getting screwed. Like, one little millimeter off to one side or the other and you're dead. I think that part is a little obnoxious and kind of adding and fueling the difficulty for no real reason. Because the game doesn't need it. It is hard enough, but good enough and well designed that I really like it. It's going to be really cool later on when you can do more than just the three basic weapons that they have you set up at. It's nice that you get to alternate between the ones, so you get to pick and choose. It also is kind of strategic. It's like if you're getting into a spot where you know you're going to take a hit or whatever, you could switch to the weapon that you don't really use very much, because it's like it's part of your shield. Every time you get hit, you lose one of your weapons that you're on at the moment, and then they're out until you get all three of them gone, and then you're dead. So if you know that you're getting ready to have to take a hit, you can cycle to a weapon that you don't like as much to save the ones that you do. So there's that little strategic element in it. Control is really well done. Graphics look nice. I think it's a little kind of pitchy where kind of coming in and out with the speed and the way everything goes. But like adding a whole new dimension and everything to a basic shooter that we haven't seen before is actually really nice. It's not like some of the ones that we saw that you just kind of go around in a circle, which were creative. But this one literally gives you the entire everything where you get to pan out and go right and left and do all these things with the enemy design, the controls, the switching between things constantly. I mean, there's very, very multitudes of things going on in this game that once you get the hang of it, it starts kind of coming together. Like that one weapon, when you use one button, it shoots forward, but then you hit the other one and it starts to circle back, and you hit the other button and it circles forward. So you can use that to give yourself an almost kind of 360 attacking range. I don't really see a whole lot going on with the main, like kind of the bigger weapon. It looks like it's decent, but it actually isn't as powerful. It kind of doesn't really do much. So like you're going to be focusing more on this weapon, I think, than anything else. And it works so well. Like, this entire game is really well done. I mean, it's a Konami game. You kind of expect a higher level than you would on some of the other ones. So, really is worthwhile. If you're a shooter fan, I say pick it up, check it out, play it. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. There's many, many nuances to it, and it's going to take a good while for you to really get the ins and outs. And as every weapon is added, you're going to get that much more in-depth, that much more stuff that you got to try to figure out, because it looks like every one of them has its own unique abilities, setbacks, and everything. So, very good strategic, fun, well-done shooter that is definitely worth a play. So with that being said, guys, thanks so much for joining me. Till next time, have a good day.